When a toxic leader can no longer control you, they will try to control how others see you. Coming up, Julius Malema has blasted Lt-Gen Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi, demanding him to appear on his ad hoc committee at the same time while Mkhwanazi is still busy with the Madlanga Commission. As some of you know that these two commissions, of course, they almost run concurrently. So Lieutenant Mkhwanazi wrote a letter to the ad hoc committee, to Abu Malema, telling them that, no, look, he won't be available at the time they want him, but he can only be available after the 24th. But Julius couldn't take it. He went on saying that if General Mkhwanazi doesn't show up at the time they want him, they will have to summon him. Listen to this.
Well, it definitely has. I mean, if you've been looking at the timeline of events, I mean, just the commission itself and the postponement that we saw, there were a number of issues that needed to be sorted out. There were officials that were then found to have been involved, implicated, and then were dealt with accordingly as a result of their contribution to those delays. You can already see that it's been off to a shaky start. On the other side, you have the ad hoc committee that has also met as recently as yesterday, and that was with the intention to finalize their plans. But the central figure in this, Mkhwanazi that is, now finds himself in a bit of a position where there seems to be a power struggle that's playing out. He's expected to be in multiple places at the same time or around the same period. The Madlanga Commission has announced that it will be starting on the 17th of September, but at the same time, you have the ad hoc committee that needs to also get its work done. It needs to submit a report by the 31st of October. So during the correspondence between the evidence leaders of the ad hoc committee and Mkhwanazi, they had written to him requesting that there needs to be a consultation with him. But because he's already busy with the commission, in fact, that consultation with the commission evidence leaders is still underway. He wasn't able then to honor that commitment and then wrote back as such to say, look, I'll only be available after the 24th of September. That's when it's expected that he would be done with the consultations with the commission evidence leaders, as well as appear before the commission also. As that's if the commission does in fact get going on the 17th of September. But that didn't seem to go down well with the ad hoc committee. In fact, just yesterday, there were a number of comments that came up where, in fact, Julius Malema of the EFF had said that they can't wait around for Mkhwanazi and they want him to come. When they call him, that he should appear. In fact, let's listen to what he had to say during that meeting that took place yesterday.
That we're not going to be told by Mkhwanazi what must happen, what must not happen. If we are looking for him, we have to find him. And if he's not going to make himself available, we're going to have to summon him. He's the one who started this mess, and he's going to have to take responsibility. He's not going to tell us about commission this, commission that, and all of that. We don't know what commission is doing. We are not interfering with the commission, and the commission must never interfere with us. So, Mkhwanazi must be summoned to this committee. This ad hoc committee, it's established because Mkhwanazi took his own time to say the things he said. And he's not going to tell us now that he's not available.
Yep. And what concerns me even more, guys, in all this is Julius Malema's tone as he addresses the Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi's issue. The disrespect, the audacity of him to think that he can just summon Lieutenant Mkhwanazi like his child, let alone that the guy is busy on the other side. There's no way he can split himself and be on both commissions at the same time. And also, guys, not forgetting that it's not Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi's fault that Madlanga's commission started late. But in all this, Malema has got an audacity of throwing a disrespect on Mkhwanazi, flipping on him like that, like he never knew him, like he never supported him before.
Mkhwanazi is a hero. For a man to go outside the established protocols to do what he did was to put his body on the line. That's what a man does. Whether you agree with him or not, it doesn't matter. But he played a very, very important role in exposing the rot, and it is our turn now, as a country, not as politicians, to deal with this matter. The country must pay a closer attention. One, that Mkhwanazi doesn't get victimized. Mkhwanazi's contract is coming to an end in December. If anything, they must advertise that post now. And then he must reapply and get reappointed again, so that he can finish this tax. Thugs, I don't mean those criminals. I mean these ones we sit with here in parliament. Our problem starts here. Yeah. Mkhwanazi must arrest from here.
But I want to assure you that he's not a difficult person. I hope that we will be able to convey the sentiments of the committee members to him. And for sure, he will also find it in himself to understand and accept that there is no other option that we must use but for him to make himself available before the committee.
And what made a lot of people angry is when Julius Malema said it's Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi who started this mess, knowing very well that it is not Mkhwanazi who started this mess. Mkhwanazi exposed the mess, but this mess was started by corrupt politicians like Senzo Mchunu, working with corrupt police officials. It's not Mkhwanazi who started this mess. But now Malema is flipping the script now, turning against Mkhwanazi, saying it's Mkhwanazi who started this whole mess. This is nothing but Julius Malema trying to turn people of this country against Mkhwanazi. This is what is happening here. Which brings me to a question that, Grand, CIC, Malema, which side are you on? And again, what do you mean, Julius, if you say you have to find him? Because Mkhwanazi is not hiding. And again, you are painting Mkhwanazi as this person who is hiding somewhere, refusing to come forward and attend the ad hoc committee. You are making us think that Mkhwanazi is this criminal that is running away, that's a criminal that doesn't want to come forward and testify to the ad hoc committee. Now, Mkhwanazi must be found. Now, these judges must go out there now and find him. Yet you know very well that he's still busy with the other commission of inquiry. And Mkhwanazi did communicate to you guys to say he will see you after the 24th when he's done with Madlanga Commission. He needs to prepare before he appears before the ad hoc committee. Why is that so hard for you, Malema, to understand? Why is that so hard for you, Malema, to understand? And again, consider the fact that in March this year, Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi did appear in the parliament, exposing the very same thing that he exposed on July the 6th. But the parliament didn't budge. You guys didn't budge at all. But now you act as if now Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi is this criminal who's running away, who doesn't want to appear before you guys. Yet he did appear in March and you guys didn't respond at all. Let's not forget that also it was during the very same time when Mkhwanazi exposed the Mkhotsi guy who had sensitive information, who had a very sensitive police information. But none of you, Julius, said anything about that. Number two, it was during the very same time also when Mkhwanazi exposed the very same Mkhotsi guy, and Minister Senzo Mchunu lied in Parliament and said he doesn't know this Mkhotsi guy. Then later he flip-flopped and said, oh yeah, hey, I know the guy. And again, the Parliament didn't breathe a word about that. And today is Mkhwanazi who is wrong, who is hiding, who must be summoned. That yet you, Julius Malema, and the Parliament didn't say anything about these two things I just mentioned now. You didn't say anything about the Mkhotsi guy who had such sensitive police information that he shouldn't have. None of you breathe a word, as you are acting so all big now, Malema, like a person who really cares about this country. You didn't breathe a word about the Mkhotsi guy. You didn't breathe a word about Senzo Mchunu lying in Parliament. The very same Parliament you are in as we speak. But now, in your eyes, is Mkhwanazi who's wrong in all this. Where was your energy when Mkhotsi was having sensitive information that he shouldn't have had? Where was this energy, Julius? Where was your energy when Senzo Mchunu lied, claiming not to know Mkhotsi, and later changing his mind and saying, oh yeah, I know this guy? Where was your energy when Senzo Mchunu lied in Parliament? We don't see you there. We don't see this energy, Malema. Yeah, but you've got an audacity to blast an innocent person like Mkhwanazi. And none of you in Parliament who pushed for Mchunu to be punished. Well, as I've been always saying all along, guys, that Julius Malema, he is not for South Africans. He doesn't have South Africa's best interest at heart at all. Anything that speaks in favor of South Africans, Malema opposes it. That tells you, South Africans, clearly which side this guy is in. But that's my viewpoint, guys. What do you think? Let me hear your comment below. And of course, if you are coming for the first time, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.